All right, here we are, ball in. Now, I'm running around looking like Quasimodo, like the hunchback there in the middle. Now, I'm playing the center right now, and I had this goal, this little plan that I asked the team to try out with me in the middle, with primarily a defensive focused. And it wasn't long before we were getting scored on, and I thought that the way that we were playing that we absolutely wouldn't get scored on if I stayed basically behind the ball with it in front of me. And so let's try and figure out what goes wrong here. All right, hindsight's 2020 on why we got scored on here. I've watched it like 10 times now. So he passes it out to Jorge. Jorge passes it in to me. Jorge stays wide. He doesn't have anybody to cover right now because we're on defense, and he was trying to be he was trying to be open on offense. But when we lost it, he wasn't covering anybody anymore. And I'm not blaming it on him, but I actually just got dribbled around right there. So there was a couple things that could have been done differently. One is when we lost the ball, we needed to each get to marking a guy at that point because it ended up where they had numbers. And also it just sucked that the guy was able to dribble around me. When it's always tricky when there's a couple guys that are on defense that are converging on one guy, because then as defenders we're not as likely to dive in, and so we play a little kind of gingerly, like, no, you get it, no, you get it, and then sometimes guys can dribble through that way. Watch Peters run. He ran towards the sideline and then ran back to the center again, and that led to a goal that we don't get to see in this window, but it was basically he ran a V route there, and so I should rip off his moves because, man, that was awesome. He just ran in and ran out, and so let's all do that and then go get a goal. No, I'm not going to lie. When I see a fat guy, I think he's not going to score. But watch the guy on the top of the screen there. He's up on the sideline, and then he's going to run towards the goal, not very fast, and nobody's on him, and he touches it in. Yeah, you should be cheering, dude. That was boss level, man. And I'm pretty sure that dude's probably, like, turned on me in front of the goal, too. I'm always thinking, like, he's not going to score. And then, look at that. He just runs off. He's like... I ran 15 feet. I'm exhausted. Someone else go in. Freak. Darn him. Well, so I think that was just a breakdown on coverage. Like, you can't let a guy run by you uncovered even if you don't respect him. Mason makes a cool play here. He's going to attack the guy, and we had numbers there on defense, which helps him free him up, and he makes a run, and he cuts through three guys doing diagonal. Now here I kind of mess things up because there's two yellow guys on the right side of the field, and Jorge is left marking both of them, and he's kind of stuck there, and he lets one guy get behind him. So I was trying to sub off, and so I think there's potentially a little bit of shared responsibility there. Because I was trying to be nice and it's 5 minutes, I'm like, hey guys, switch off. I basically left him exposed with two guys on him, and one of the guys he was marking made a run behind him, but it's not entirely on his shoulders because he essentially had two guys in front of him, and it just, anyway, I need to be smarter about that. You know, I didn't, it's not like I was exhausted. I was just trying to be fair and switch out, and I cost us a goal by leaving him on an island. Alright, watch these two throw-ins. This guy just basically shot puts it forward. Doink. It's like a basketball shot. So they call it, you know, fair enough, okay? And then Christian's about to get it called for a bad throw-in here too. But do you see any flaw in this? Watch this. Behind the head, feet on the ground, throws it forward. Like, what's wrong with that? And everybody's just like, Christian's like, what? Amen, brother. Now you won't be able to see it from this camera angle, but at the left side of the screen there's a number 23, and Bert's gonna get the ball passed to him and then take him on and run right past him because he's not very athletic. And anyway, you can tell by the body language of the guy in the middle, like, man, we just got scored on. Yep. Sort of kills me that I'm sitting on the bench and we're coming back now. It's like, man, it's all my fault. I should just sit down and then we'll win. Now this is going to be a weird defensive breakdown here. Basically, we got three guys in the backfield, and the guy dribbles around all of them and gets off a shot. It was good that Tim stopped it, but it might have been better if he would have just stepped to the guy because he was making a run and there was nobody basically challenging him, and he just kind of had a weak shot. Otherwise, he probably should have got a goal out of that. Now, I'm not saying right or wrong here, but watch Tim's defense. He was way off the guy's back, waited for him to turn, and then took it from him. I think Peter mentioned later in the game that we shouldn't give guys space when they're receiving the ball. After this game, I went to watch a college game, and I found that people were, when they're playing defense, they were right on the guy's back with with two hands. And so obviously you got to be worried about fouling them, and you also don't want people to turn on you if they're good at that. But there is kind of a question here of, do you lay off of somebody 4 feet, or if you're pretty sure that they're about to receive the ball, do you come right up on them and really pressure them? And I'm not sure what's the right answer there. All right, let's watch Peter, number 7's movement right here. I oftentimes find myself on the wing, and I'm kind of boxed in. Now he runs, and then he comes back to the ball. And because of that run to come back, he got really opened, and he could have done a lot of things from when he was at the middle line then, when he had that space. He could have passed it into Bert, or he could have run horizontally in the middle. But I don't know if all of us, at least me, speaking of me in particular, would be smart enough to kind of pretend like I'm running up the field and then run back and then have 15 feet of space between the two defenders, one that's in front of me and one that's behind me. So that was like a really slick move to get some space, which was going to give him some time to make some good moves.
I just want to be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me.
Watch Tim's run here. This is going to be real interesting. Gets knocked out. He's back there playing defense. He runs up the line, and then it's going in front of him, and then he stops it. Peter calls for it loudly, and then Peter passes it back to where he was. Tim just ran to, and it worked out. So that was cool that as a defender, he ran the whole field, and it looks like he might have gotten a goal out of it. So oftentimes as defenders, we're afraid to run the whole field, but because we're afraid that we're going to leave the defense exposed. But he did that, and probably because the defender's not used to marking him, because he just came out of the backfield. So we probably had numbers or something good, and it just worked out well. So good job. I never make those kind of runs. Good job.
Apathetic, that energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic.
Okay, I can't. This is going to be a score. We're not going to be able to see it, but watch. Christian throws it in. He one-touches it into Bert, who goes over to Peter, and then the score changes a second later. So, good job, whatever happened there. All right, Christian comes off and allows me to come in, and I'm thinking, okay, we're back. We're finally up one. Hopefully there's nothing that I'm doing that's going to mess us up and put us down again. Sequence, number 11 in yellow. He passes it up. He makes a run, and nobody steps to him. He basically ran past two guys, one who was originally on him and one who didn't step to him. Now, fortunately, Freddie got off a good stop there, and I stepped to the guy at the last second, but it was really kind of too late, if we're being honest. I kind of take two things from this. One is that's a brilliant play on his part that we should copy. You pass it to a guy whose back is to the net in front of the goal, and you make a run past him, essentially a layoff pass. I would love for us to practice that as a team. So that is a good run to make. But the other side of that is on defense. Basically, Bert kind of lost him for a second. Peter let him go by, and then nobody stepped to him. And the defender that was there basically had a 2-on-1 happening. And then I was way back in front of the goal, and so I couldn't help. Really, I stepped in at the last minute. But any good shooter should have made that shot, that number 11. Anyway, few things to learn from that. We should basically copy that move that he did, but we can't let guys run through. I'm not going to lie, I was disrespecting the chubby guy. He's like way back there by the corner flag. They kick it to him. I think he called for it, and he had a great header from that position. Like, again, I was like not respecting his skill, but he was spot on with that header, and that could have possibly been a goal. So that was interesting. That anyway, don't disrespect your opponent ever. I'm pretty sure that guy's scored, like I've said before, he's scored on me in the past. He just backed me up in front of the goal, spin on me, that kind of thing. And, I had a bunch of space there on him. I was like, and he's way by the flag. I'm like, he's not a risk. And then he almost headed it in. Very, very interesting. I guess potentially any of us could do that. We could just stand there by the corner and say, hey, kick it to me, dude, and just head it in. If somebody can get the good pass to you.
Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. Your check as I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Blood bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create thoughts. Never waste time. You got one shot. You got one life.
Let's watch Peter's moves. He comes in, he fakes in, he comes back out, and just makes a shot, and it was awesome. Good job, man.
Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain.
Okay, with about 12 minutes to go in the game, this is our last goal, I believe. So, good thing that went in. Way to be in the right spot, Peter. But with 12 minutes to go in the game, since we didn't score again, and this put us up at 7, I think maybe we're dialing it in. I'm not really sure. We'll have to kind of watch and see why it is that we didn't score again, and they kind of closed the gap.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. When you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.
I really like Christian's run here. Taps it to the outside of his foot, runs all the way forward, and come. Well, that was a significant bump, but that was still super cool. That he basically ended up running through 3 defenders because he passed this to Burt, and then Burt just had to turn to his right and just pick him up on the run. Real nice.
Turning back, I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate, I attack. I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. Don't be scared. Just give me up. Don't be scared. Cause I know what you say, yeah, I'ma do my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they feel urgency. I ain't the one to quit, now they looking nervously. And I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the mother recipe, I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet. Cause I don't give a what you say, yeah, I'ma do my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say, yeah, I'ma do it my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. We all start losers, we're all late bloomers, gotta start to lose. What you say, yeah, I'ma do my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say.
I like this give and go from Tim. He goes to the center and then passes it out to Burt, who can then pass it back in. But it was because instead of Tim running along the sideline and passing it straight to Burt, he ran in first and then passed it out to Burt, and that's what opened up that move for him. I like that. I need to copy that.